20 years ago, riots broke out in Los Angeles after a jury acquitted 4 police officers in the beating of Rodney King. The violence was captured on video, and as the nation reflects on the anniversary, many are debating whether race relations have improved in the U.S. 2 decades later. Paul Johnson reports.
Los Angeles burning. For 6 days and 6 nights, America's second largest city experienced the worst race riots in a generation.
He's been shot. We need some help. He's been shot.
55 killed, 2,300 injured, and more than $1 billion in property damage. Happening at the dawn of the 24-hour television news age, much of it was broadcast live, becoming an unforgettable part of modern American history.
Someone standing there taking a picture.
As was the video that triggered the riots. The beating of Rodney King by 4 white police officers who would all be acquitted. In an attempt to end the violence, King himself would finally go before the cameras once again.
Can we all get along? Can we get along?
2 decades later, the city and country have moved on in many ways. But for those who lived through the riots, there is still the sense of unfinished business in the difficult conversation about race and justice.
Look, if you have a President, Barack Obama, and then back 20 years ago, nobody would even conceive of something like that happened. But then on the other hand, you look at something like the Trayvon Martin incident.
Florida teen Trayvon Martin was shot to death by a neighborhood watch volunteer who says he was defending himself and that race had nothing to do with it. But the initial unwillingness of police to arrest him turned it into a divisive case of racial politics, making many wonder, if George Zimmerman is acquitted, will there be a repeat of Los Angeles? 20 years later, few say they can answer that question with any certainty. Paul Johnson, Global News, Washington.